What's happening, guys? Welcome to the YouTube. Big pull day coming at you today. No PBs or anything like that. It's because I am running a rapid fat loss phase. Probably will only need 3 weeks for the way I'm going. Previous videos I mentioned I was in a bit of a tidy up. Plan of action for me is just get the tidy up finished, head straight back into the off season that counts before prep starts in March. So strength is not going to be high in this RFL. Pumps are going to be near on non-existent. But the main thing is turning up, hit a hard session, go home, sleep, and then repeat. So today we're running through pull, a thickness dominant session, but I'm actually going to tag some bis, tris, and maybe some shoulders as well, because I have a rest day tomorrow. So started with some prone Y raises. If you want to learn how to do those, they're a great trap activation exercise for your thickness work. If you want to find out how to do that, head over to my Instagram and you'll see a tutorial on there. So in that diet phase, you have to kind of, especially when it's an extreme diet phase like a rapid fat loss, you have to detach from the weight. The reps you're gonna get are potentially a lot less than usual. You're gonna have to reduce your load by 10, 20, 30%. This is for people that are also potentially close to a show, low levels of body fat, been dieting for a while, high cardio, high steps. Your strength's not gonna be what it was in off season. So obviously we're trying to maintain that performance, but don't get attached and get emotional if you can't. If you have to take a slight reduction, that's absolutely fine. So that's what I'm doing here today. For me, the next 2 or 3 weeks, just about good contractions, good range of motion. I did have a session yesterday, I did legs, potentially hardest session of the week, and I PB'd on one movement. It's rare. Today, probably because I'm fried from the legs, I'm not as strong. It doesn't matter, it's just about getting lean at this point, because I can't wait to push again, and I can't wait to eat and grow. Right, we're gonna move into the D handles attached onto the mag grip, upper back pull down, but still some lat as well. As you'll see with the setup, because the D handles are on, I can't get the full stretch whilst my torso is vertical. So I want some slight lean back. It is a pull down, but there's elements of a little bit of a row in there as well, because the area that I am feeling is a similar area that I felt when doing the other two movements, which is mid traps, not upper traps, not here, in the middle of my, just each side of my spine. I will feel some lat on here as well, because I am getting that full stretch on the way up and I am getting that lat there. It's not like a single arm lat where you can really focus on one side. Obviously it's double-handed. So the focus again is slight thickness. There's a little bit of width coming into play here as well. See, for me, that's more mid-back. Some lats, biceps obviously as well. Just gonna do another set here. The reason why I'm doing, at the moment in this RFL, I'm just training, just enjoying my training. If I wanna change my split about and do legs, or change push, change pull, I'm doing that at the moment. When I head into off season, I'll have the structure there. But I'm gonna make this session one of the sessions going forward in off season, because I need more thickness in my back and on my rear double shot and my lat spread. I need more thickness. There is some thickness there from heavy deadlifts. However, when I do deadlifts, my glutes and hamstrings and lower back, they're what's moving the weight. I don't really feel my upper back on deadlifts. So I will probably incorporate a block pull or a rack pull in the next off season so that I can keep the shoulders back as I'm pulling, to more so connect with the upper back than the lower body. The glutes and hamstrings are decently developed. Obviously I need more, but that main area for me is the upper back lower traps, because it just goes missing on some of my back shots. And that can't be the case when we step on stage. So we've had the prone Y raises to get the traps activated, heavy T-bar row to get that thickness, that's your meat and potatoes, and then the upper back pull down here. I still will tag some lat, but today's more of a thickness dominant day. Right, so with this single arm lat movement, so we are tagging lats like I said we would. This is the movement of choice for today, so it's not chest supported, but you've got your feet stabilising the movement. Just trying to stay on the lat here, not trying to move a lot of weight, just trying to contract the lat, stretch the lat, and not allow the lat to relax in the stretch position. Even if I have to shorten the range, not get that full stretch, because with a lat you don't have to fully open the scapula. So you just want to lock the lat in on both ways, get that good connection. So it's here, hand on the lat, squeeze. Any further, I'd lose tension there, and I'm into my upper back. So it's pinch, here, pinch. Slight lean to the side you're working. Try and wrap that elbow in here. It's a nice lat movement, that is very nice. It's very hard at this point to get a pump. Obviously, we will run through the calories that I've been on in a later video. I'm going to be doing a separate video on the RFL that I'm running at the moment, the rapid fat loss. Near on impossible to get a pump, but here's what it is, it doesn't matter. It's not the facts. Like, this is what I want to get across, right? In off season, people always think they're bigger than they are because they have that 20% of extra water layer over their muscles or within their muscles. Then they've got all the glycogen from the carbs. You're not as big as you think you are when you're in off season, and when you're dieting, you've always got more body fat to come off than you think you have. So, you know, in off season we can get really, really big and fluffy. Not all of that's muscle tissue. You really start to see what's underneath when you get lean. But when you're flat, don't get that confused with being small. Obviously I'm very, very flat at the moment. I feel small. But 2 days of carbs in me, the look would look completely different. I'd get a massive pump whilst doing arms. So it's not about getting a pump now or training heavy or training hard. Obviously I've tried training hard, but just about maintaining this for another 2 weeks, try and keep the best shape possible, and then start pushing. And then obviously I'll be back on cycle. The aim is really, once the food goes up, then go back on cycle, because I would have been cruising a relatively decent while since my last push, 10 weeks, 10 to 12 I think, so I'm excited for the next big push phase. Right, we're going to wrap that session there, so that's a nice little back session. We've got some exciting content coming at you within the next 2 months, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm very excited for that myself. It's time for LDB to blow up globally in terms of coaching, and also the YouTube as well. I'm sure that will come in the next 6 to 12 months. So thanks for supporting. Remember to like the video, remember to comment underneath and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.